Hey everyone, if sleep has become a nightmare for you, I promise you're not alone. So many of us struggle and then struggle to find the solutions to those struggles, which just makes sleep a huge bummer. So here at the Sleep Circle, we aim to fix that bummer with science-based tools and real-life experiences. And right now, I'm here to talk about different sleep tech for menopause. So I'm Lacey, and let's dive in. Now, right off the bat, I love this phrase right here in this article, menopause gold rush. So there has been a huge boom in different technology to help women going through menopause deal with their symptoms. And menopause symptoms look different for everyone, but what you're basically going to find are issues relating to sleep, right? Sleep disruption because of thermoregulation problems. And you have passive and active solutions, but it's hard to know which one is best. Now, I'm going to start here with this gold rush for wearable devices. So, wearable devices are things that you just wear, let's say, around your wrist. They can be things that indicate when temperatures are rising or when you might be experiencing changes to things like heart rate, or they might be things that you physically wear on your body. And I'm going to explore one that I think is hilarious and awesome to help cool your body to the touch, right? So you can see here that there are a lot of things being funded right now, like the My Celsius bracelet. So that is worn on your wrist, and when you experience a hot flash, it immediately starts cooling down your wrist. Now that, as someone who has dealt with a lot of heat build from things like hikes, if you need to cool down quickly, that's where it is. Neck and wrist, that's where I target first. So My Celsius does exactly that. You wear it on your wrist, it helps to cool you down. Now, that said, you might be able to wear it while you sleep. I'm not someone who likes to wear things while I sleep. Similarly, you have options like the Oura Ring over here. And these come with different features like checking your heart rate, your activity, your metabolic health, and your stress levels. Now, wearing this ring will give you a lot of data on your phone, but in terms of your sleep and rest, it's not necessarily going to help actively target any of the symptoms associated with sleep disruptions and menopause. It's basically going to tell you what your sleep was like so that you can perchance make improvements throughout the day or lifestyle changes. Now, I have nothing against the Oura Ring. In fact, it's so popular that I believe many enlisted were given the chance to wear it in lieu of PT for Space Force because it helped them ensure that they were staying on top of their physical health. And that's great. But again, it's not going to help you deal with the actual signs and symptoms of menopause, especially the ones that relate to excess heat production, hot flashes, and disruptions to sleep. So then you pop over here and you have options like these. This is what I was referring to earlier, the ColdHER pads. Now this is one other wearable product, though not tech, that you can use for quickly cooling down. And they are pads that you literally stick to your chest. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're worried about hot flashes, you can just stuff those bad boys in there, assuming that you're wearing something into which they can be stuffed, and then it'll help draw heat away from your chest. So that is one product that does come recommended, and there it is, the ColdHER device. I wish I could say that they had other shapes and sizes for other parts of your body, but that's really where their bread and butter is. Now, an alternative to that, of course, is any type of cooling device that you wear, like an ice pack or something. Maybe you put it under your pillow. Again, this is all fine, but it's going to be short-lived. It's not going to help long-term. These types of devices, these wearables, whether it's wearable tech or something wearable physically, that's going to basically analyze your sleep quality. It's going to track things. It's going to give you pattern recognition so you can see how your sleep was. You can see perhaps how frequently you woke up, and maybe that can help you have a better clinical conversation with your doctor moving forward. Another option is a white noise machine. That can help block out external noises, and it's very important when you are dealing with menopause because you are much more likely to be woken up by small disturbances, and all of these can have a negative impact as they build and build over time. So white noise machines can help block out things like pets running through the house, children making noise, traffic outside your door, maybe someone speeding down the road, and that can help you stay asleep. Now, these machines look different for everyone and they function a little bit differently. You have a lot of options that were reviewed here, and they range, you can see they're relatively small and inexpensive. In my experience, they just offer lower frequencies, which can help you with a calming environment. But there are more robust tech solutions that incorporate these types of support structures. As mentioned, sleep disruption comes primarily from being way too hot. I can tell you that I have gone basically every night this week waking up just dying, and nobody wants that, right? Makes me cranky all day. I have to drink more coffee all day, and then I'm jittery all day. So much happening at once. So there are a lot of ways that you can reduce things like night sweats and help improve your sleep with things like the only NASA bedding over here from Slumber Cloud. A lot of cooling bedding has specialized technologies. Things like this. This is a mat that you can just put on your side of the bed if you need to. Moisture wicking, machine washable, which is pretty cool. And it's something that is meant for menopause. It's called the Meno Mat. That name, just no notes. And it is designed to help you sleep more effectively. You can also find things like pillows, you can find blankets, you can find sheets. All of these tend to incorporate things like phase change material or PCM. Now that refers to any type of tech or material that does things like transfer heat away from your body and away from your bedding. So it doesn't get trapped in your blankets or it doesn't get trapped in your mattress. That's going to look different depending on where you're purchasing. It might be something like a natural fabric, an organic, breathable fabric. It might be the actual weave of that fabric so that there are more pockets, more breathability. You might find things that are engineered to pull body heat away, things that have better airflow, especially mattresses that have more coils and air in between those coils. But in all these cases, these seem to me to be partial solutions that treat symptoms rather than core issues. So what I have found to be the most robust tech is going to be the 8 Sleep Pod. Now, I mentioned a lot of these functions, right? Things that keep you physically cool, things that track your sleep patterns so that you can maybe talk to your doctor or recognize how you have dealt with different sleep disruptions from menopause, and things like white noise machines. Over here with the 8 Sleep Pod, you get all 3 of those. Sorry, did not mean to flip off the camera there. This is an active temperature control. It is something that targets the cause of sleep disruptions during menopause, not the symptoms. So you get a full system here that works together to improve sleep. Dual zone technology that adjusts between 55 and 110 degrees. You can preset your side to be significantly colder than your partner's. It uses thermoregulation here. So we have water tubes that go all the way through this blanket and connect to this over here. And this hub connects to the blanket to help control that temperature. You have similar temperature controls with this cover that go over your mattress. So that is the hydro-powered cover. You just get whatever temperature you want. Now, all of these things work together to track things through the intelligent system like age, gender, your current sleep stages, real temperature in your space, noises in your space. All of that is what enables this high-tech system to do things like utilize a white noise function. That white noise function does the same as these white noise machines, but it's all built into the bed. The temperature control helps control when you have these flashes without having to, stick things to your chest while you sleep, unless, you're into that. It also helps you with a setup that tracks where you are in your sleep cycle, gives you that data through an app on your phone, so you can continually monitor the efficacy, not just of how well this system has reduced some of your symptoms, but how well your overall sleep health is. And that does something similar to the Oura Ring, but much more robust. So you're going to have a lot of options here, whether it's wearable devices, wearable stick-ons, white noise machines, cooling bedding, but really your best bet is going to be an active temperature regulation system. And that's going to be the 8 Sleep system. So again, we here at the Sleep Circle are all about better sleep. And better sleep comes one night at a time. So if this was helpful, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a better night's sleep.